I'm Tori.
And I'm Karen.
But we just call her Mom.
And this is your comfort coming of age podcast.
For all the times that you just need to call your mom.
We talk about everything from how to host a dinner party to what books we're reading and current events to do you just ever feel old enough?
This podcast is how to adult from two perspectives with lots of family banter along the way. So join us as we navigate life for the very first time and as my mom and I grow up together. This podcast is for everyone, whether you have a great relationship with your mom or a strained relationship, maybe you're missing a relationship, your mom might have passed. My mom is now your mom, and she's all of our mom. And this is for when you just need to call your mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Tor.
What's up?
How are you?
Well, we took last week off.
We did.
And it's our 10th episode.
It's monumental.
So there's a few things that go into podcasting, and I saw on Instagram once that, like, if you pass 9 episodes, you're one of, like, the top 7% of podcasters.
Oh gosh, we almost missed it last week. No, we're back.
And if you pass 21, you're like the 1%.
Really?
Because a lot of people
just
like,
dies off by then.
Just quit.
I don't think we'll ever stop talking to her. I don't think we have anything to worry about.
I don't think so either. But yeah, last week we started to film an episode and then I just like cried.
Yeah. You couldn't pull it off. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it was a weird week. It was 4th of July. It was a holiday. It was crazy busy at the studios, which was just wreaking havoc on you. You know, it's fine. I didn't have a book I liked. Nothing worked out for us last week.
Nothing was going in favor of last week's episode.
No.
So we're like, okay, we'll just skip this week. It just wasn't in the cards for us.
Yeah, we tried, and then we just turned off the mics and talked.
You guys literally should have seen it. Like in the middle of the episode, I just broke down in tears because as I'm like, it was just a stressful week last week in a great way. Like the studio was going really great. There was just a lot of like studio work, studio hype. It was also just so busy at the shore, and I was trying to pack like a 5-day work week into 3 days. And we started talking just about like all the things I had to do, and I just started crying.
I know.
And I was like, I don't have time to do it all.
I felt so bad because it was like, I mean, there's more than just sitting down and talking for an hour.
Right.
There's all the other stuff too. And we were like, we don't have time this week. You don't have time this week. So we're back this week.
We're back this week, and it's our 10th episode.
It's huge.
Huge. And what a huge announcement we have in our 10th episode.
Do we?
Kylie.
Oh, well, go ahead. That's all you.
So Kylie Kelsey came to Stride, which is so crazy. When I posted it on my Instagram, I had so many people swipe up and be like, you like called it, like you manifested this.
Yeah. From way back when. Do you remember when we first did it?
Of course. Like I never doubted in my mind that she was coming to, like I knew she was going to be at Stride this year. Like I knew it.
Yeah.
So when she actually came, I was like, of course, like it was just, it was always meant to happen that way.
I agree.
And like people were like, wow, manifesting is real. I'm like, it was beyond manifesting at that point. Like I just knew it as reality.
Right. It was reality from day one.
Yeah. So all the jokes that I was making, Kylie called me. She called.
Right. She came.
She came. She loved it. And not only did she come, but she made a TikTok, which was so kind.
So nice of her. Yeah.
Seriously, so nice. Like she did not have to do that. Her just showing up was enough. She bought classes, came, took a class, made a great TikTok, and then followed Stride. And it was just so nice.
Right.
And she's just like as awesome as you would expect.
Yeah. But that's I would expect nothing less from the people down at that town in Seattle are just phenomenal. Everybody's just great. It's such a great community.
Yeah.
So it's just, it just stands to reason that they would be Seattle residents.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And 100%. She's a local, like, she was just so awesome. So
it was really cool.
It was really, really cool. Yeah. It was a great and that was on Monday and today's Wednesday. So it's just been like a wild past 2 days.
Right.
So that's been really, really cool. So yeah, Kylie came to Stride and wow.
Yeah. It was really, really fun.
But we're home.
We are. We had to come home to get away from the hustle and bustle,
Yeah,
which is so bizarre.
We did.
Because that's where we work in the summer. So you have to come here to get away. And we've been very relaxed.
Beyond.
It's been great.
So nice.
Not that I don't I love the beach. but it isn't as relaxing as you would think.
I think people that watched our daily routine clip would beg to differ when all we say is we wake up.
You're right.
Go for our beach walks, read.
Right. But in between
go to
there,
dinner, happy hour,
grocery shopping and doing the laundry and making the beds and all the stuff that goes into just living in your own house. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's like normal. Like we would do that here too.
But even just being here for a couple days and it's like, hardly have any groceries. I'm going to go get the bare necessities or I'll order out.
Yeah, that is nice.
Because I'm only here for 2 days. I don't need to be stocking the fridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it feels more like a vacation.
It does feel like a vacation being home. And you had furniture deliveries.
Yes, I had furniture deliveries. Since you moved out of the second floor of our house, that was all empty. So I was like, it's time to refurnish the house. So had to do that.
And the loft looks so cute. We'll put a picture up on the story.
It's nothing special. But I mean, it was empty and now it has stuff in it. And I'm like, yay, it's a nice place to hang out now.
Yeah, it looks really good. But it is nice to be home. Like, it is wild to think that we come home to like escape the beach. But I knew since like last week, I was like, I need to go home after the 4th. And just like recharge.
Yeah.
Dad came home too, but then he
was home for not even 24 hours. He turned right back around. He grabbed Frankie. He's like, I'm out. He went back to the beach.
And then tell them what he did with Frankie.
Oh my God. Yes, we've been having construction done at the house. The windows and doors are being replaced.
At the beach house.
At the beach house. So it's been extraordinarily chaotic the last 10 days. Which is fine. I mean, we knew it was coming, but
that also had to do with why we couldn't get an episode up because it was really loud.
There was construction in every room of the house. So yeah, we just had nowhere to go and film.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so yesterday they were doing the sliders, which is in the main living area of the room. There's 2 sliders in the dining and the living room. And so when Daddy got there with Frankie, the guys were working and the sliders were out. So there's huge holes in the walls and whatever. So they were doing that. So he said it was kind of loud. So I took Frankie to the inlet on the golf cart, of course, to go swimming a little bit. So, and then he sends
because we're training him to be a water dog.
And then he sends a video of Frankie like wading in the water and just enjoying the beach. Right. And then 2 hours later, he said, Frankie and I are going to go to the Alley Bar, which is an outdoor bar, and watch the Phillies. And I was like, are dogs allowed there? He said, we'll see. So then he sends us a picture of Frankie up on his bar stool right next to him.
Like Frankie at the bar.
Frankie at the bar. Frankie at the inlet. Like Ross and Frankie are.
Oh my God.
It's a children's book.
No.
Waiting to happen.
Literally. And this is the man who said he didn't want another dog.
I know. He was adamant against it.
And he's obsessed.
Yes. And Frankie's obsessed with him.
No, they are like kindred spirits.
Kindred spirits, yes.
They cannot be separated.
No.
They're obsessed with each other.
Yeah, Frankie has absolutely no tolerance for me. He just wants to be wherever Ross is.
Yeah. He loves Dad.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
That's the son he never had.
So Frankie was like, I can't even, like, this
at
Frankie
at
the bar picture is just everything.
Yeah, we'll have to post that because that's too funny.
No, it's so cute. And Dad will just randomly send like pictures of Frankie. Like, remember when he was grilling burgers the other night and he was just bored? So he just sends us pictures of Frankie
like
on
from
the
earlier
deck.
in the day.
Yeah, just like, and he goes, our king guarding the palace or something. Our little 16-pound Shih Tzu.
Yep. He is the king.
He is the king.
He is.
Frankie just like rules and rocks.
He's so funny.
I have a problem where I can't stop saying the word slay.
I didn't notice that today.
Yeah. Well, now you'll notice it. Like
okay.
I can't stop. I just keep saying it all the time and it kind of came out of nowhere. And I just keep saying like slay, like da 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 da. So anyway, you and I are slaying the gym.
We totally are.
Yeah, we're slaying it. We are doing our lifts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scheduled to do 4 a week.
I'm scheduled for 3 a week.
And Dad's scheduled for 2 a week.
I don't think he's done any yet.
He hasn't done any yet. But that's okay. In his own time.
We haven't gotten him. We had to join a gym off the island.
We didn't talk about that yet.
Yeah. We joined a gym off the island because the ones on the island were just, it was a bad week to go look at a gym on the island, but it was so crowded in the gym. And I was like, I won't do that. I just won't go there. So we found one off the island that was really good. But not that far. I mean, it's as far there as it is that I go here to the one we went to today. You know what I mean? It's not that bad.
The longest part is getting off the island.
Correct. But the thing is, it was 4th of July week, and I was like, I'm not leaving the island this week because it's chaos trying to get back.
Well, you guys did on Friday or Wednesday, right? And you guys were like, that was a mistake.
Yes, you were going to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And we went somewhere early, and we called you at 9 or something, 10 o'clock, and said, don't leave. You'll never get back onto the island because the traffic getting off the parkway and everything was just too much. Not that you never get back, but something that should be a 10-minute trip is suddenly a 40-minute trip, just because of the extra volume.
And you don't realize how much of an island it is until like you can't get off of the island. Yeah. There's one way to get on and one way to get off.
Yeah, that's it.
Like if they cut the bridge, like we're actually stranded on an island. We have the boat, thank God, but we can't get to it without the bridge unless we swim to the marina.
Oh my gosh, you're getting very dramatic.
Okay, I mean, but it's true.
Okay, what are they going to get rid of all the bridges? We can go up to Ocean City or we can go down to Avalon. Like we can escape the island.
If they cut the Avalon Bridge, the Sea Isle Bridge, the Townsend's Inlet Bridge, and the Strathmere Ocean City Bridge.
Yeah, then we're stuck.
We're stuck.
Okay, but that's 3 bridges.
It's actually 4.
Where's the 4th?
The Avalon Bridge.
Oh,
to get out of Avalon. The TI Bridge.
Okay.
The Sea Isle Bridge and the Ocean City Strathmere Bridge.
Okay. It's not going to happen.
Then we'd be stuck. Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
No, let's hope not.
It won't. It's going to be
We also probably said a pandemic would never happen.
Oh my God. Okay. I think we're getting a little off topic.
Okay. Anyway, so we joined a gym off the island.
Joined a gym off the island. But last week was a bad week to commit to it just because the traffic was bad. That was my excuse. You went.
But we still did all of our workouts.
No, I did not. I only did 1 of my 3 last week. I was bad. We walked down to the studio a lot. And then Daddy would pick me up on the golf cart when he went down with Frankie for his daily golf cart ride because Frankie has to get on the golf cart. So yeah, we did lots of walks and stuff. But no, I only did 1 of my 3 workouts last week. But this week so far, I've done 2. It's Wednesday. I've done my 2 beginner ones. I'll do my Friday one this week, and then I'm good to go. I'm caught up.
You're slaying?
I'm apparently slaying.
Today at the gym, though, you kind of left me hanging.
I didn't know I did that. I saw that in the note.
I know.
I obviously had my AirPods in.
No, it was today at the gym. Like I was doing my assisted weighted pull-ups or whatever. And I was literally talking to you for like a full minute. And I'm like facing the machine because we were chatting, and then I turned around and I kept my sentence going
and I walked
for
away.
like literally a minute. And then I turned to like get your response, and you were on the other side of the gym. And I was like, oh my God. I just looked like a moron talking to myself in the middle of the gym.
I didn't know you did. I didn't know you did that.
No, I turned around and I went, oh.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's why you gave me that little wave every time you saw me. You're like,
well, also just because like you're my comfort blanket at the gym.
Same.
You know, it's
nice to have a friend, even if you're not doing the exact same thing. It's nice to have somebody there that you can go talk to.
Yeah.
Gyms are intimidating.
They are. It really helps though having this plan.
Yes. Oh yes. Having the plan and the things that she has set up for us, at least for me, from my perspective, are all things I know how to do. No crazy exercises. Like God, on Instagram or TikTok these days, you see all this weird crap, and it's like
it's nothing uncomfortable.
I just want basics. Yeah.
Yeah, like weighted, like hip thrusts sometimes are really uncomfortable to do in a gym.
Yeah, I had to do them today, but I just used dumbbells and I went in that back corner. I was like, whatever. I'm not going to do it right out there in the open with a bench and all that. Right. I'm beginning.
That's a lot.
I'm just beginning.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Yeah, it is really good. So like having the basis of what to do helps a lot. And I also really like the gym that we joined at the shore because I keep saying it's a bunch of old heads.
Yeah,
but it is.
It's people my age.
It's all older people. Like it's literally 60 and above. So I really like going there.
Yeah, it's not intimidating. And I like the fact there too that all the cardio equipment faces a wall and all the free weights and stuff are behind you. Because I don't like it when you're doing weights or something, and everybody that's doing cardio is just watching you.
The P-Fit that we're at right now.
I know, but it's bigger at least than the other one. It is
much bigger, yeah.
The other one is like you're on parade.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't stand it.
Yeah, that one is
the
too
cardio
small.
should be in front. The weights should be in the back.
Agreed.
Just let those people do their thing. You
I
don't
know.
need to
I don't
want to
be watched. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, gym people.
Like the Y has it right because they have all the cardio facing the front and then the weights are in the back.
Yeah, I agree. That's the way
I
it
think
should
that's
be.
a good setup.
And they have the whole upstairs too with like separate machines that you don't even have to go down with all the weight heads.
Yeah, but when I was in 9th grade, I would go on the elliptical and watch my crush lift. It was awesome.
Who was your crush?
I don't want to say his name.
Okay. You can tell me later.
I'll tell you later. Yeah, that was awesome. Me and Brees would go every single day. We had the same crush.
Oh, I know who it is.
Who is it?
Brian.
Oh my God, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, that was fun.
Yeah. I do remember when you and Brees were on your gym kick. I was like, oh, there must be a boy there.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So anyway, we are slaying at the gym.
Yes.
And yesterday on the treadmill while we were warming up, you said something so funny.
Oh, God. Yeah. I was telling you how I drove home from the beach on Monday and I was so tired in the car driving. And I said to you, I was listening to my book on tape. I meant my audio book.
Your book on, and I literally had to stop you in your tracks to say your book on tape.
Yeah, that's what they used to be called.
Books on tape.
It was a book on tape. Like that was a really novel concept in the library world back in the 80s, 90s, whenever. No, it wasn't even that old.
Would you go into the library and ask for books on tape?
Yeah.
Not. So when did the term audiobook happen?
I don't know, but it was always just called a book on tape. And not too long ago, a couple of years ago, I remember saying, I don't know if it was to you or to Daddy, I was talking about how oh no, it was longer than that because it was back in the iPod days when I had an iPod and my iPod wasn't charged. And I said to somebody, my Walkman isn't charged.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God, my Walkman. Holy crap.
I remember when Maddie and I were really young and I asked for something like a Walkman, but I didn't know what a Walkman was. Mm-hmm. But I asked for like a Walkman of sorts. And you're like, why not just ask for an iPod? And I was like, you would let me get one?
You guys had your iPod
shuffles.
The shuffle, that was it. That was it.
No, iPods, first of all, they don't make them anymore.
No, I know.
And I wish they did.
Yeah, it was kind of nice having a separate device that you didn't
be totally unplugged.
Yeah, that you didn't have to be connected to your phone for it.
But I guess now, I guess they have iPod Touches, which an iPod Touch with Wi-Fi is a phone.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I don't use iTunes and I don't use Apple Music. iTunes isn't even like a thing.
I know. I used to be all we used, but
yeah, because you were a DJ.
Not quite. But yeah,
we were.
We had a big iTunes music collection and we would burn CDs to listen to in the car. And we talked about this before. We'd burn them to give to all your friends at birthday parties and stuff.
Yeah.
Or we'd be having a party and you'd be like, oh, let's make a new playlist.
Yeah.
Which was,
burning a CD.
Burning a CD to put in the 5-disc changer.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
And I remember we did that so often that I remember when like Chris Daughtry came out with a new album, I was stunned that it was a CD of just him. Because you
only knew mixtapes.
Yeah, we only did mixtapes. So when it was Daughtry, I was like, it's just him?
That's funny. I don't know what that says.
Yeah, but, it was amazing.
I mean, my whole upbringing was not upbringing, but my whole high school life and everything. I was working at the record store. Then my first job after college was working at the record store at the home office, whatever. So I was always in the music biz on the retail side. So the whole concept of having music was just a natural.
Yeah.
Like you kids were always gonna have music.
Yeah.
Around whatever you wanted to listen to. I do remember when you were little, 2, 3, 4, and Maddie was 5 or 6. We were at a pediatrician appointment and the doctor was saying, do the girls sing along to songs and everything? And I said, oh yeah, Tori loves Jessica Simpson. And I think she meant, oh, I was talking about like the wheels on the bus. No,
I did love Jessica.
You were Jessica Simpson. Oh my God, it was funny.
We should make like a playlist of all the songs we would listen to as kids, like Jessica Simpson, This Kiss, Akon Bonanza.
Oh my gosh, Backstreet Boys. You guys you would jam out to Backstreet Boys all the time.
Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places.
Yep.
What else? I think I'm in love.
That's Jessica Simpson.
I'm in love. Yeah. And then what? Ritz Bits.
Faith Hill. Yeah.
Yeah. Faith Hill. We have so many.
Yeah. We talked about a few of these during our happy hour episode. We were talking about that again. But yeah,
and a couple from Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday was a movie that like defined our family.
You think?
Yeah. Parent Trap and Freaky Friday.
What is it with us and Lindsay Lohan that's so special?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
She slays.
Yeah. No, they were fun movies. I thought Freaky Friday was so cute.
It was so cute.
I heard they're making another one.
I know.
With the two of them.
Let it go. Just like
I'm curious to see what they do this time as they're adult, more, much older.
I just wish you would leave
see it.
A masterpiece to lay.
Yeah.
Like no one's trying to remake the Mona Lisa.
No.
I just remember with Freaky Friday, after we watched that movie, Maddie got such an attitude. I think she was just like changing life.
Oh.
She had such an attitude, and one time you guys were like in a little fight, and you were yelling. You were like, "I should never let you girls watch Freaky Friday."
I don't remember that. I don't know how you remember these things.
Because it's stuck out of my mind. I'm like, oh my God, like, did we change because of Freaky Friday?
I just remember anytime Maddie and I were fighting, you being the kiss ass that you were, you would cuddle up to me on the couch and be like, Mom, I'll never do that to you. And I'm like, it's really cute that you say that, but you will, but it's okay.
Whatever.
No, I don't remember that, but I don't doubt you.
Yeah, Parent Trap. I could recite every single... The bug's moving, by the way.
Oh, no.
There's a spider on the wall, and
He's little.
It's also that time of year.
Well, yeah, the house was empty for a month. 2 months. He was like, it's my house now.
No, literally. It's like that audio. It's like, I'm Pam. Who are you? I'm the owner of this house.
That's right.
Wait, what was I saying about Parent Trap? Oh, yeah, just that I could recite every single word of it.
That was a really cute movie, too.
It's so great.
Yeah.
I just love that movie.
That was a classic.
Yeah, it is. I've never seen the original, though.
Honestly, I think the remake was better, but the original was cute, too.
Maybe we'll say that about the new Freaky Friday.
You think?
No. Speaking of books on tape, audiobook narration consistency.
Yes, I know. This was a pet peeve of yours.
And then you have a pet peeve as well.
Do I?
Yeah, your indoor-outdoor clothes.
Oh, yes.
From your husband.
Yes, yes.
So.
Wouldn't be the podcast unless we're bashing on Ross a
Sorry.
little bit. Sorry, Ross.
He will come on and defend himself at some point,
One
but
of these
not
days.
today. So I'm listening to Slow Productivity on tape, and it is narrated by the author, Cal Newport, and you could just so clearly tell what date, like when he would record on one day and then when it was a new day and he would record because his voice was different.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't crazy different, but like just how our voices are different, like each day, you know what I mean? And I realized with professional voice actors, when they narrate audiobooks, it's always the same.
Yeah.
Which is really impressive.
It's a good point.
Never thought about that.
Well, I have to imagine that they probably have, there's their normal everyday voice, but then there's a, they put on their working voice. You know what I mean? So yeah, they have that voice that they put on in order to be consistent, which makes sense.
I definitely don't have that today. My voice is like so scratchy.
You are a little raspy today.
Yeah, I don't know why. I didn't talk at all. I was mute yesterday. Actually, I wasn't. I went to like lunch.
Oh yeah, you talked.
I talked.
But
But
it's okay.
Was it raspy at the gym?
No. And we were talking on the trail.
I talked too much.
Wasn't raspy. I don't think you talked too much. You're fine.
Okay. Well, it is impressive.
Yeah, I agree. And I've similar to that as I'm reading, what am I on? Akamath.
Akamath.
It's the same voice actor that did the first book. And it's just one person, and she does all the voices. It's not like she's imitating a man or whatever when she's doing the male characters, but she has just a slightly different intonation for each character. So you can tell like who she's being. I think she's doing a very good job as one person for the whole thing.
And you like her voice?
I do like her voice.
Because sometimes I listened to a Freida McFadden book and I hated the authors.
I've had others where I'm like, don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I do like this voice. I think it fits with the way the story's written, kind of old-fashioned-y type words or whatever. Like, she's doing a good job with it. I like it.
If they have to audition.
I would imagine. Yeah, you got to send in your tape or whatever, because if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Would you ever do it?
No.
Oh.
Who would want to listen to me?
All these people.
No, you know, I was a DJ for a little while at my college radio station. Yes.
Okay, like give us something.
I had a radio show.
What did you say?
For one semester.
What was your script?
Oh, I didn't have a script. No, it was just playing music.
Okay, let's pretend.
I can't do it now.
No, try. Please.
I don't even remember the call letters of the station anymore. It was the Albright College radio station, and I forget what it was. But you don't do much talking. You just are in between, like, oh, hey, that was Green Day, and next is whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's see what you got.
Tor, I don't have anything right now. You can't put me on the spot like that.
And that was Nickelback, and I'm Karen from the Albright radio station. Next up, Pink.
Right, something like that, except neither of those bands was around when I was in college.
I forget who I was talking to the other day. Someone was saying that all moms like Alicia Keys and all dads like Pink. And I was like, oh, in my house it's reversed.
Absolutely reversed. Your father has a huge crush on Alicia Keys.
He loves Alicia Keys.
Yeah, he's all about her.
He loves her.
He's got no game. He's got no chance. Nice try, though, Ross.
Oh, wait, did we talk about the beer bowl?
No.
Oh, my God. Okay.
No, yeah, we missed that.
Okay, so because that was Kelsey week. So, the whole summer is Kelsey summer. Like, let's be real. So, Stride was a sponsor of the Jason. Did we talk at all about the Jason
Eagles
Kelsey
Autism Foundation hosted these events. It was the week we would have talked about it last week. Yeah, we would have talked
about it last week. So, Eagles Autism Foundation hosted an event in Seattle at the Ocean Drive with Jason and
a bunch of other of the current Eagles.
Yeah. And it was, a great day, raised a lot of money. That was on a Wednesday. The next day on a Thursday was the beer bowl at the Seattle City Yacht Club.
Also for the Autism Foundation.
Yes. And that was where Jason and Kelsey hosted this beer bowl, and people would sign up to like chug beers and like just do drinking games. And there were raffles and like there were a few like athletes there from like the Phillies and
Eagles and
Eagles, not Phillies.
Even a former flyer was there,
Yeah.
Philly sports.
And Stride sponsored that. So I got 2 tickets to go. So I brought my dad because he was so excited to be around Eagles.
Right.
So we go and we somehow like got into the VVIP. Not somehow. The slider door was open. Yeah. So we just walked right in and we're like, how isn't everyone else doing this?
Right.
So we just walked in. We hung out there the whole time. Dad, the way he approaches celebrities is so fascinating. He, first of all, was like a kid in a candy store.
Right.
Was so excited just seeing all these famous people. He was most excited to see Ross Tucker, who's a sports analyst.
Yeah.
And when we're in the VVIP section, Ross Tucker walks in. Dad, without hesitation, just goes right up, shakes his hand. Hey, I'm Ross. And the guy's like, your name's Ross too? And he's like, yeah. And then Dad always has a way of like making conversation with these people. And he's like, oh, I used to live in Wyoming. Is that even true?
Yes, he did when he was in college.
Okay, so he told him that. And then he was like, oh, cool. And then they made conversation about that. He goes, I like your shirt. And then he walked away.
Yeah.
And Dad came back to me and goes, he likes my shirt. Like, and then he spilled spaghetti sauce on it.
Oh, yes. He bought a brand new Eagles shirt for this thing. And then Wait, how many shirts did he ruin last week?
Like 4.
There was one day, I think he splattered himself 4 times in one day.
All on new shirts.
All were new shirts.
Yep. One was a brand new Stride shirt, not even released yet.
Yes, and he was making strawberry puree to put in his margarita to take to the beach.
Talk about that.
That's a whole other thing. We're never going to get to anything today. Yeah. So, most people when they go to the beach, if they're taking a beverage with them, you put it in your sippy cup and you take your drink, right? Not a big deal. No, not Ross.
This whole podcast.
He takes the whole bar. He took a cooler with a shaker of margarita in it. He had made this fresh strawberry puree to make his strawberry margaritas. So he has the shaker of the margarita. Then he has his plastic cups. He has a Ziploc bag of cut limes. Then he brought the salt so he could rim his cup with the margarita salt. And he brought a bag of ice. So he's literally making his own cocktail on the beach where you're not allowed to drink anyway.
It's a very crowded beach, mind you. Like, this is not a private beach rat. We're at the Jersey Shore.
Yes.
It's the
Packed.
4th of July.
Right. It's packed. But no, he brings all the fixings to make his drink at the beach instead of just bringing a margarita in a bottle and drinking it.
He wanted everyone to know that he was drinking a strawberry margarita.
He's so extra.
No, he's so extra.
Oh my gosh, he drives me crazy.
He's so funny.
No, that's your dad.
That's your husband.
Mm-hmm,
You chose him.
I did.
You did.
I did.
Yep. So that's him.
Right. Wait, how did we? Oh, the shirts. He
shirts.
He ruined all the shirts.
Yeah, he ruined the shirts.
And then he takes his bar on the beach, and that was. He just has a knack for dribbling on his clothes. So I'm actually going to bring an apron back.
Oh yeah.
From home and take it to the beach because we have aprons here at home, but we don't have any in the beach. So it's like he needs to wear an apron.
No, he so does.
A mess in the kitchen.
He is. And he kind of was not scoffing at the fact of wearing an apron, but I don't think he liked the name apron. But a week prior, he said that he wanted to start carrying around a man purse. So I don't know what the difference is.
I think it's because I hooked him up on TikTok with this guy whose name is escaping me now. Parker somebody, I think, who puts together fantastic outfits for men. Like, he's really fun to watch because people will write in and say, hey, for prom, I'm wearing a light colored suit and my date's wearing pink and I've got brown shoes. So how do I blend it all together? And he puts together a fantastic outfit with
that's so
pink
great.
Shirt and a light suit and a brown tie and a brown whatever. And he's like, I feel like Neapolitan ice cream. This is fantastic. You know what I mean?
Oh, how great.
It's just, he's really fun on TikTok. But anyway, one of the videos that I sent to Daddy was that guy about how to dress up your shorts in the summer. Like, yes, shorts and a t-shirt is a thing, but hey, you can take it to this next level with a knit polo and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and then add your accessories. And he had all the sunglasses and he has all different watches. And he put on a bag.
And Dad loved it.
And I think it caught his eye because he was like, I should have a bag. I'm like, yeah, I think you should.
No, if there actually is, first of all, I think all men should carry bags
a sling
anyway.
Bag or something. Yes.
Because guys have shit to carry.
We need to normalize that.
Yeah.
Although men have pockets. Like, we don't freaking have pockets.
I mean, I have, not to be better than everyone, but I am wearing jeans today.
Not to be better than everyone.
So today I do have pockets.
Yes, but men's pockets and women's pockets
are
different. So different.
Yeah, they are different. But if you ever really look at a man's pocket, they have so much in their pockets.
Yes.
They need a bag.
Correct. I mean, at least they have pockets.
At least they have pockets.
Thank God.
At least I have pocket.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, don't worry about it.
But yeah, sling bag for a man is probably not a bad idea.
No.
We need to normalize that.
Especially because Dad has prescription glasses and prescription sunglasses.
Right.
So he carries the two with him
all the
everywhere.
time. And he always leaves
and
them
it's
behind.
our problem.
Yeah. And that's why I've started carrying smaller and smaller purses now. Because every time I have a purse, he looks at it and he's like, oh, you can't fit this. I'm like, no, I cannot. Absolutely not.
He doesn't only carry, the glasses. He carries the big, bulky case of the glasses too. And when we say he leaves them everywhere, like he leaves them
They're in the golf cart.
everywhere.
Yeah, and he cannot leave the house. Okay, you know what? This is enough Ross bashing. So I can't even continue. And the indoor clothes and outdoor clothes is going to have to wait for next time.
Well, I know. I think we have to talk about it.
Because that's all on Ross again.
No, it is. It is. Just keep going. Like we're on a roll.
Oh,
we also started this with a compliment that he can go up to any celebrity and make conversation with them.
That is true. And he absolutely can do that, which is why, I mean, I thought it was a good idea for you to take him. I thought, A, he would enjoy it, and B, he's the extrovert in the family. He's going to like make it more fun for you.
Yeah, it was fun. And like Dad is cool just like looking at people, and so am I.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm good just like not speaking and just observing everyone,
Right.
and he's the exact same way. So like that was nice. I don't think we even talked for like 2 hours. Like there was a point where we like got settled into our little section that we weren't supposed to be in, but we just were there. And we were just like observing everyone for like, we didn't even talk. Like we would just like make looks and be like, you see that? Like, you know what I mean? Like it was cool.
Yeah,
It was
that's good. That's good. I'm glad you guys had fun with that.
And speaking of fashion, he wanted to find a Hawaiian shirt that was Eagles themed.
Yes, I know. We need that.
It was a big thing. And speaking of men's fashion, I saw a guy who did a maybe it was the same guy who did a men's fashion video about how to dress up Hawaiian shirts. And it was awesome. He would wear them underneath suits.
Yeah.
And it looked awesome.
Did he have gray hair?
Yeah, I think so.
Same guy.
It
must be the
so
same guy.
great.
Yeah.
I was like, these are really snazzy.
Yeah, he's really good. I really enjoy him on TikTok.
Guys,
he's really
so
fun.
Easy.
But this guy makes it fun. Like,
yeah.
You know, I mean, a guy, yes, you can roll out of bed and put on shorts and a t-shirt. Girls can too.
Yeah.
But it's way more fun to treat it like, you know, an adventure. Like, hey, what do I want to project today? You know? I mean, I guess that's the way fashion is anyway. Not that I would know anything about it, but whatever.
I'm not like, I'm in jeans, so I do know about fashion
You're
today.
better than me.
I know about fashion today.
Yes, you do. Okay, wait. Indoor clothes versus outdoor clothes. Since we're talking about clothes.
And Dad.
Okay. I grew up in a pajama family. Like when you go to bed, you change out of your clothes and you put on your pajamas, then you go to bed. Then you wake up and you can go down to the kitchen and eat, or on Saturday morning cartoons that we had, you wear your pajamas downstairs, whatever. But you don't leave the house in your pajamas, and you don't stay in them all day. At some point you change and whatever.
Your childhood and family was literally like written in like a 1950s. Like,
yes.
This is a traditional American household.
100%.
Older brother, younger sister. Yep. Like you guys couldn't be more traditional.
Correct. That is absolutely right. That's absolutely how I was raised. But of course, that's what I knew then. You know what I mean?
It's like so crazy traditional. Like grandpa's in the Navy and then he gets a job. Like they get married. Like they're so traditional.
Yeah, I know. But so those traditions, those whatevers, habits carried with me through my life. So, you know, meeting him, we get married. I still do the same thing. I change out of my clothes at night and I put on pajamas and go to bed. Well, I noticed pretty quick after we got married, he didn't really do that. I mean, he would sleep. He would sleep in like when we first got married, he worked in business where you wore suits every day. Nobody does that anymore, but well, not very many people. But so he would come home from work. He would take off his suit but just leave his t-shirt on because he wore a t-shirt under his dress shirt. So we would leave his t-shirt on, but then put on jeans or whatever, or put a sweatshirt over that, blah, blah, blah. So when he went to bed, he would sleep in his t-shirt and his underwear. I'm like, okay, but he wouldn't change into like night clothes. He would just sleep in his underwear. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, then the years go by. The business casual thing or the business clothes disappear. So now it's all business casual. And he plays golf a lot and all this sort of stuff. Then he would he would go to play golf, shower and change in the locker room, go to dinner, come home, showered and in clean clothes. But he would go to bed in his golf clothes, like in the clothes that he was wearing at the club.
Crazy behavior.
So it didn't hit
You would say it.
Yeah, so I would say to him, "Don't you want?" Every year I would buy him pajamas for Christmas. He's like, "Oh, thanks," and he would wear them like lounging pants, but he wouldn't wear them to bed.
Never.
So I was like, "All right, I don't know." I mean, I thought I was being pretty direct, saying, "Here's a big hint for you. These are pajamas. They're known for sleeping. You know, whatever." Never picked up on the hint. It wasn't until we went to Idaho in November. Last year, and we were staying in this little condo not too far from Maddie, kind of in between Maddie and Grandma's house. And so you were in one room and Daddy and I were in the other. The very first night we got there, long day of flying, the kid behind us threw up on the plane. Remember that? We had like puke germs in the air of the plane. It was just like, bleh. We get there, you immediately go take a shower, put on your sweats, whatever.
I can't, like, as soon as I get off a plane,
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone does anything except shower.
Yeah.
Like, don't you just want to take off your airplane clothes and shower?
Oh, yes. I mean,
the
and all
only
those
thing
clothes
I
go
do.
right in the wash.
Yeah,
Like,
you
that was
don't
the
even
first
touch
thing.
them. Like, they have black mold on them. Like, you don't even touch them.
Yes, it's a lot of travel germs all over
It's just
them.
really gross.
Yeah, so that was the first thing you did. I don't know if I showered. It was late.
It was really late when we got there.
I don't think I showered, but I changed out of everything, washed my face, washed my hands, you know, whatever. Put on my pajamas and go to bed. And what does he do? He gets in the bed in his travel clothes.
Airplane clothes.
And that was the end of it. Like, you came in the room the next morning and you're like, what are you wearing? Like, you were just disgusted. Now, granted, I could be grossed out too, but I've been dealing with this for 30 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's...
Well, I wasn't going to let him get away with it.
Yes. Well, thank you. Because it's something finally clicked. Because you wanted to switch beds.
Yeah.
Remember, you wanted to sleep with me and put him in the other room because he was snoring?
No, the first night you and I slept together. And then,
then he slept
then
there.
the second night, I couldn't sleep well because you were
I was
snoring a lot.
But you didn't want to go in that bed
because
he
made the bed dirty
with his airplane clothes. Yeah. So we were like, wait, now we have to do sheets at our Airbnb. Like, this is ridiculous. So anyway, so we finally have had, since that time, we've had this debate over indoor clothes and outdoor clothes. And when we packed up to go to the beach in May, he forgot his pajamas. So I was like, so what are you wearing to bed? And he's like, oh, I'll just sleep in this. You know, whatever he'd been wearing all day. I'm like, no, those are your outdoor clothes. You cannot wear them to bed. So we had to go to Walmart. Now, Walmart's pajama selection was less than satisfactory for him. He didn't like the texture of the...
Of course, he's so bougie.
He didn't like the way the material felt. So he ended up buying like a pair of athletic shorts and athletic tops. And I was like, that's fine. But those are your indoor clothes. Like, those are for sleeping. So he's like, okay, I won't wear them outside. So he wears them, and then he puts them on the headboard of the bed
to remind him.
To remind him to change his clothes before he goes to bed. Then, and it's a short sleeve shirt. Then last week, he said, I'm getting kind of hot at night in the short sleeve shirt, so I'm going to switch out that shirt for this shirt, which is a tank top that he wears all the time. And I said, okay, well, now you're making that's an outdoor shirt. Now you're making it an indoor shirt. So you can't wear it outside again. He's like, ever? I'm like, well, you can't roll out of bed and wear it because you slept in it. He's like, but I wear it outside all the time. I said, that's not the point. You've now made it an indoor shirt.
Yeah, and then when we were talking about this at the dinner table, he was so confused about how, like, if you shower and then put on clean clothes, you can then continue to wear those clean clothes every time you shower if you don't go outside in them. Like, yeah, like, for example, I shower, I put on a crew neck and shorts, and then I go to sleep, and then the next day I take them off and I put on whatever clothes I'm going to wear out of the house, and then I come back and I shower, and then I can put on the same sweatshirt and shorts.
Your indoor clothes again.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was so like, what?
Yeah.
It was so crazy and so foreign to him. And then the other day we were moving stuff around on the golf cart.
Yeah.
And he was like, these are my indoor clothes. And I was like, okay. And he was like, but I'm going to wear them out. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But now you can't
wear them to bed.
Wear them to bed tonight.
Right.
And he was like, okay. Like, I think he's beginning to understand.
Yes. I think so. And what he does do, and I forgive him this little he gets up with Frankie. He puts the coffee maker on. He takes Frankie out in his pajamas, which is athletic wear. Do you know? I mean, it doesn't look like pajamas, but he'll take Frankie out and walk, up and down the street, let Frankie poop. Then he comes in, sits down, has his coffee. Then he comes in and changes.
Yeah, whatever.
And I was like, that's fine. I mean, if you're going for a run or something, no.
I mean, I don't sleep in pajamas. I sleep in like just comfies.
Yes.
So I'll
And
stay in
that's
my
fine.
comfies until I have to leave the house, honestly.
Yeah. I don't, that's fine. But those are indoor clothes.
There.
So, yeah.
He's learning.
He's 63. It's a shame I had to teach him that. Yeah. Aren't you just supposed to kind of know stuff? I don't know. Common sense.
He also wears the same outfit to the beach every time, which brings up my question to you, which is the kinds of people at the beach.
What?
The types of people at the beach.
Oh, so many types of people at the beach.
We are sitters.
Beach sitters.
When we go to the beach, we go to sit and to chill, to sleep, to read.
Maybe read a book, maybe listen to some music or a podcast on the headphones.
A book on tape.
But I'm in my chair.
I'm in my chair.
Yeah.
I'm only getting up to maybe get a Bubba dog, which is a sausage. And then I'm sitting back down.
Yeah. Same.
And if I get really hot, I'll walk to the water.
With your chair and sit there.
And then I'll go back to my chair. Like,
right.
I'm sitting.
Right. And then there are people that bring, I'm not even talking about the grandparents with the grandkids and all that sort of stuff. Let's just talk about like the groups of young adults who bring
Games.
They'll lug their cornhole boards down to the beach and
Cornhole, spike ball.
all of it.
I see beer pong tables.
Yes.
People play beer die.
Yes.
Volleyball nets.
Yes. No, I'm
baseball gloves.
not doing any of it.
Like, people just can't sit.
No. A lot of people just can't sit. And also, I will also say some people go to the beach for an 8-hour day. Which I understand. If you're there for a week, you want to make the most of your beach time. You're setting up a tent and you've got your big old coolers and you're camping out for the day. But I
could sit 8 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Right. No, I can too. But when I go to the beach, like I'm not going in the water to pee. It's way too cold. And we're 2.5 blocks from the beach, which is not a terrible walk. But when you really have to go, that's pretty far, right? So it's like I will take my 1 bottle of water. And when I'm done my water and I have to pee, I'm like, yeah, it's time for me to leave the beach. I'm done for the day. So I'm a 2-hour beach girl max. My skin just doesn't like that much sun anyway. But I can't do an 8-hour day shift on the beach. And people that bring their coolers and all their drinks and stuff, I'm like, oh my God, this is exhausting.
Yeah, no, I go to the beach to relax and to just sit.
Yeah. And maybe socialize with people or whatever, but
yeah, maybe like chit chat with the girls, but like, we can also, as girls, be like, okay, I need to sleep.
Yeah,
and then I'll go to sleep.
Yeah, zone me out. Count me out. I'm done. Yeah, I agree 100%. But there are a lot of, the Jersey Shore has an awful lot of active beach people, which isn't a bad thing.
No, it's fun to watch them.
Correct. That's just not my thing on the beach. I'm also amazed when I see groups of people together who they sit in their circle or whatever, and they're constantly all getting up and shifting. Like now this one moves over here to talk next to this person, but they bring their chairs with them. Like the chair is a very personal article. It's so funny to watch all the dynamics at the beach.
Yeah.
It's a good social experiment to watch everybody.
Yeah, we're just sitters. And we're always like that. Like whenever we go on vacations, we go to somewhere where we can just sit.
Yeah, we are very active before the beach and after the beach. Like we'll go to the gym or something if we're on vacation. I'll still go to the gym, but no, when it's beach time,
I'm sitting.
I'm sitting on that chair.
I'm sat.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting up.
No, that's why we like the all-inclusives where the cabana boys and cabana girls come around and bring you a drink. It's wonderful.
People are going to be like, you guys are so boring. And what about it? It's good to be boring.
Happy.
No, it makes me so happy to just sit.
Yeah.
We're big sitters.
Also, I will say with the beach, I mean, the fact that we're there for 8 weeks at a time, like we don't have to go to the beach every day. We can go to the beach whenever we want. We can go for an hour or not. If you're there for just a week, I can understand. You're packing everything in.
Totally.
I get that, but I'm glad we're not there.
Going along with being the best sitters of all time, we found a retreat.
Oh my gosh. I'm afraid to even talk about it because someone will take our spot. We're considering it. We're considering it. It's
well, don't give away the details. Just kind of say what the retreat is.
It's a reading retreat for women. And this one happens to be in Italy at this beautiful villa. And you go for 5 days and you have chef-made meals and you read.
And you don't have to socialize.
Yeah, you can socialize. Like there's a pool. You can lay there and talk to people during the day, or you can just go off and read. And I'm like, this sounds like heaven.
No, it sounds awesome.
Phenomenal.
So we're thinking about going.
Yeah.
I really think we should.
Yeah. I'll have to talk to Ross about that. Not that he's going.
He would want to
No,
go.
he's not invited. It's for women.
Yeah, he can't go.
No, he can't go. Sorry, hon.
Sorry.
You're not
just
invited.
for girls.
Just for us.
No, I really do think that we should go.
I think we need to ask Maddie if she wants to go too.
Yeah, Maddie, do you want to go?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know for sure.
Maddie might be on the pod soon.
We have to get her. Yeah, she's going to be here in a couple weeks.
We're going to the Basement Yard live show in AC.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop. Maddie loves the Basement Yard.
She
So
does.
we are bribing her.
Yes, I did bribe her. I bought tickets and I said, "You're coming home."
See you soon.
She's like, okay, I'll come. Not to see us, but to see Joe and Frank. That's okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We are really chatty today. We haven't even gotten to the book rec of the week. Let's see where we're
Where
at.
are we?
52 minutes.
Oh my God.
Okay, we will save our tattoo topic for
next
another
time.
day.
Okay.
So why don't we get into our book rec of the week?
Okay. My book rec this week was called Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's not a new book, but it was really sweet. Now, she wrote The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I thought that was okay. I didn't love it as much as some people raved about it, but I really did like this one. The thing I found so interesting about it is delving into the issue of love and loss, meaning if you meet and marry someone all within 6 months and that person is the love of your life, or if you're married to someone for 30 years and then they pass and the person you met and married after 6 months, he suddenly passes, is the grief any less that you only knew them for 6 months?
Oh, that's interesting.
And that was explored a lot in the book, like, you know, that she was feeling guilty for her grief. And it was just really interesting the way it was handled. So it's definitely, I cried. It was definitely a tearjerker type book, but it was really sweet and it really made you think a lot about stuff. So I liked it. I recommend it. 5-star read.
Really nice.
It was good.
You also wrote down So This Is War by Megan Quinn.
Yeah. Last week I read So This Is War by Megan Quinn. It was the book 5 in her Vancouver Agitators hockey romance series, where each book focuses on one of the players or whatever. So I was really looking forward to this book. I really enjoyed the other 4 books. And this one I just couldn't stand. Was not a good book.
So crazy.
Yeah. Did not like the way it was written. The female main character was just this slutty, shallow girl. Didn't like her at all. The main character, the male main character, who was a lot of fun in all the other books, and he still was, but he had a really weird text relationship with all his guy friends' girlfriends. Like, he was
that's
on a
weird.
text thread with them, and he's talking about how to get this girl to like him and whatever, and it was just... It felt so weird and inappropriate. I was like, not to be prudy, but I really liked the other 4 books. They were cute. This, nope.
Weird.
Yeah.
What a letdown to at the end of a series.
Yes. And I was so looking forward to it. Like, I saw it was coming out, like in March. I saw it was coming out. So I was like, oh, I can't wait. Nah, could have waited.
Darn.
Yeah, not good. So that was a bummer.
Big thumbs down.
But yeah, it was a big thumbs down, like the 2 stars, if that, 1.5.
I was even surprised you said 2.
Yeah, it was just not a good read. Anyway.
But you finished it.
I did finish it.
What are you at?
190, I think. You mean for the year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 190, I think. 189,
Wow.
190, something like that. Yeah, still reading a lot.
A lot. And
Yeah.
what day of the year is it?
I don't have any idea. Ask Siri.
One day Google will be chipped in my brain and it will just tell me. That day's like gonna happen.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think I like that. Do you?
No.
I wonder if it'll even be an option. Like, I'm so conspiracy today. Like, when a baby's born, are they just going to do that right away?
As part of the immunizations that they get,
Mm-hmm.
just going to implant a chip, a tracker.
I wouldn't mind a tracker. If I was the only, like, if
I
it was
would.
my baby and I was the only one that had access to it,
Until it's hacked.
chip the kid.
Till it's hacked. Speaking of hacks, have you watched any of the Ashley Madison thing?
No. What's
On
Ashley
Netflix?
Madison? No.
Ashley Madison is a website, it's like a dating website, but it's for married people who want to have affairs.
Oh.
Yeah, it really exists.
Good thing I said, what is that?
Yeah, it was very popular in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. When did the internet even come out? It was early
2000s.
on. Yeah. Online dating really wasn't even a big thing yet, but Ashley Madison created this way to set up a database for people that wanted to cheat.
Okay.
And hackers got into the database. People fill out these crazy profiles of everything they're looking for, sexual fantasies, all this stupid stuff.
Okay.
Hackers got it all and released it all. And lots of lives were upturned, needless to say.
Well, don't cheat.
Right. And that you can kind of say, well, don't do that then. But it's just, I was watching it yesterday on Netflix. There's 3 episodes, I guess. I only watched 2. I haven't watched the final episode yet. And they were speculating the final episode that the CEO of the company was the one who orchestrated the leak because he wanted more publicity for the company.
Oh my God. Kind of slay.
Yeah. So I haven't finished it yet. I don't know if that's fact or fiction, but that was where they kind of ended. Episode 2 was about the CEO being the leaker.
Sorry for a potential spoiler, Mom. You have to see spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
She's
spoiler
still
alert.
new to this, guys.
I don't know if you guys probably don't have any interest in watching that. The only reason I watched it, I was like, I remember seeing ads. The ads they used to put on were crazy. Like ads for adultery. It's just,
That's so
it's
weird.
bizarre.
It is bizarre.
It's a bizarre concept. And of course, all the people in there are just smarmy.
Smarmy?
Yeah.
What does that
that's
mean?
a great word. You don't know that word?
No.
Sleazy.
Okay. Smarmy.
Smarmy.
Okay. I'll remember that one.
Yeah, that's a good word. Use that this week.
Sure.
That's your task for the week.
I hope I don't know anyone that's smarmy.
Yeah, that's true. I hope you don't either.
Anyway, I'm reading a book.
Yes.
I'm reading The Teacher by Frida McFadden.
Okay.
And it's about an affair.
Okay.
So smarmy.
Okay.
Smarmy
Yeah,
peeps.
yeah.
And normally Frida's books are like really great for people with short attention spans because they're like quick and they get it into it. But she's introducing a lot of characters, which is so unlike Frida.
I was going to say.
Normally she has like 4 or 5 characters
Yeah.
max.
True.
So it's kind of a lot. So I'm kind of figuring out like,
Right.
where's she going with all this?
Is this a book or is this on your Kindle?
Book. Oh, Kindle. So should I be asking you, are you reading a book or a Kindle?
No, I know you had been on a book thing for a while.
A physical book. Yeah,
I didn't know. Do you take notes? Did you ever take notes in Kindle or anything?
No. Did you?
I highlight some stuff sometimes, but I don't know why because I never go back and look at it.
Me either.
again.
I always highlight. I'm like, oh, I'll come back to this.
Yeah.
Never do.
No.
Same with like saves on Instagram. I'm like, let me save this. Never go back to it.
Yes. Same.
Yeah. Do that all the time.
Yeah, for me on Instagram, it's always recipes and workouts.
Always recipes. Well, I do go back often to recipes.
I do too.
But like quotes and stuff, I'll see. I'm like, this is great. Save. Never go back to it. But so I'm reading that book and I like it. And then I also found that book right there, Eastern Body, Western Mind, in my drawers last night. And I started reading it and it's been really great.
Where'd that come from?
Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it a long time ago and I just never opened it. And yesterday I opened it.
And you like it?
And I like it.
Okay, good.
It's been really, really nice. So, yeah. For you, Paige, anything tickling your fancy these days?
No, other than the fashion guy who I'm enjoying.
Yeah.
That was cute. And wasn't there a TikTok I told you about today and we were laughing about it and now I can't remember what it was. I didn't write it down. We were talking while we were walking earlier.
Oh, yeah, about the girl that said she just wanted a hobby.
Yes. A girl was just sobbing while she was reading a book on her Kindle, sobbing. And she's like, I just wanted a nice hobby to escape my everyday. And she's crying over these characters in the book. And I could relate really hard to that. It was very cute. It was funny.
So relatable.
It was funny.
I have just been like finding the funniest stuff on Instagram Reels. Like it's just making me belly laugh.
Me one.
Did you think that was so funny?
I thought it was hilarious.
Okay, so do you know who that woman is?
I remember the meme
from Bachelor.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ashley and Kata from The Bachelor has a baby, and this baby is so cute. Has the funniest personality, Dawson.
Okay.
He is really just so funny. Like he's her in like a little
baby form.
Yeah, he's so funny. And we'll put it up on our Instagram, but just listen to it too. Hang on, it's gonna come up in a second. He's so like matter of fact that it just made it so much funnier.
Can you say song? No. Song. Song. But why? Why? Can you say song?
He was just so matter of fact in the first one, like, fuck. So funny. I just love when rules like just make me belly laugh like that. There was that one, and then there was another one that I thought was so funny, and it was this guy, and he like went up to someone at Target who was wearing a red shirt, because Target employees, they just have to wear a red shirt. It doesn't have to be a Target shirt.
Right.
And he was like, oh, do you have da-da? And the guy was like, oh, I don't work here. And the guy was like, oh. And it's just like, what do you do in that moment? And it's so true. Like, you know,
embarrassing.
And then the comments typically are way funnier than like the actual video. So the people in the comments are just really funny.
Yeah.
And
sometimes the comments are better than anything.
Yeah.
The comment sections can be pure gold.
Yeah.
On some Reels or some TikToks.
I agree. All right. And then let's end it with this week's recipe.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Let me tell a slight backstory. We go to the Jersey Shore, obviously.
Don't say.
That's our shore point. But I've never been a bakery girl. I don't go to the bakery and get like pastries and stuff like that.
Well, you are the bakery.
Well, yeah, I like to bake. But I have so many friends at the shore who've been going there for years and years, and they're like, oh, we have to get crumb buns, or we have to go get crumb cake. And I'm like, okay, crumb cake. Like, what's that, a coffee cake kind of thing? And they're like, oh, no, you haven't lived till you've had crumb buns and whatever. I'm like, okay. So apparently New Jersey is known for these crumb cakes. I didn't think anything of it. I tried one once from Shore Break. I'm like, oh, okay, it's pretty good, you know.
Which is a bakery at the shore.
Right, bakery at the shore, which is very good, by the way. I'm not saying their stuff isn't good, but I was like, okay, it's a coffee cake. It's whatever. Well, I saw a recipe for it. It came across my TikTok a month or so ago, and I sent the recipe to a neighbor of mine who she will only go to this bakery and get it because she doesn't like it from that bakery. Like, she's really picky about her crumb buns that she gets at the beach. So she made it, and she called me back and she said, it's even better than the bakery ones. I'm like, okay. So this New Jersey crumb cake recipe is the real deal. So then I made it last week, and everybody that was there for 4th of July week, like all the girls that were in and out of the house, everybody's like, oh my God, this is really good.
It was so
delicious.
good. And when we were talking about a recipe, this was a contender. I was like, let's do this so it's in the house again.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we will definitely make a reel with this one because we are going to make it again. So you'll see the whole video.
It's so good
Yeah.
and just like such a treat. And the thing with crumb cake that I love is it's the acceptable cake to have for breakfast.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So good.
It's so good. And this recipe, it's probably like 1/3 cake and 2/3 crumble on top.
Which is the best part.
So freaking good.
It's really, really good.
Super rich, super buttery, like a lot of butter.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good.
So be on the lookout for that.
So yeah, that's a great recipe.
And that's it. We spent an
That's
hour.
it. And we didn't even get anywhere.
No, we got nowhere. And I had a feeling this would happen because we had so much to catch up
I know.
on.
I don't even know how. We see each other every day. How do
No,
we have so
literally
much to say?
every single day.
Anyway.
All right. Well, that's our episode today.
That's it. We'll talk about, we got a lot of responses to our tattoo question. We will talk about that next time.
Yeah, we have a
For
lot
sure.
of topics that we want to talk about soon coming up. So be sure to follow us on Instagram at Let Me Call My Mom Pod. Follow the show, rate us 5 stars, follow us on YouTube, subscribe, share this with a friend, put it on your story. It helps the show so much. And thank you guys for listening.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.